If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey, hey, it's the red carpet rain here. We are here, we are here, we are here. And this is going to be a good one. Good celebration, guys. And this is a celebration of the channel being monetized. As you know, I am him. I am the turnbuckle king himself. What's going on, guys? We are here at the red carpet rain. Had to show my face for this celebration. I appreciate everybody coming out. We are here. We are here to talk about this monetization, red carpet rain monetization stream celebration. Acknowledge me. We are the ones. Put your ones up. I appreciate you guys for the support of the channel since day one. I got the email actually a couple of days ago, and the email looked a little something like this. It says, red carpet ring, congratulations, you've been accepted to YouTube partner program. Welcome to the YouTube partner program. So I'm very, very gracious for that. Gracious for the supporters and subscribers, everybody that came in, tuned to the channel, whether you started at the very beginning or in the middle of my journey or currently. I thank you guys all for that. So I just wanted to share this dub, not just for myself, but for you guys too, because we are now at currently 1,665 subscribers. So thank you all. And of course, when I do have a celebration, when I do have an accomplishment or accolade, whatever you want to call it, it deserves one. I'm patting myself on the back, and you guys deserve it too. But yeah, this is a big deal. Now, since the channel is pivoting to another direction, it's monetized. Another thing I want to announce, I have a little update here, and also for you guys come in. By the way, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. This is a YouTube Monetization Party updates and open discussion. And I'm going to get to another update in a second. Another thing I did update, speaking of which, let's see who came to the ring before we go any further. Let me see. Tyler Helton, salute to you. Yo, thank you. You said, good job on YouTube channel growth to succeed. I keep your head up, OG. Love your content. I appreciate that. Carl Myers been here since day one. He's one of the day one people. Down since day one-ish. We back at it. Good bread, salute chat. Congrats. I appreciate that, good bread. Gail at night, salute to you. I appreciate you coming out. She has chimed in on my channel a few times. She came and stopped in. So thank you for coming out. Congratulations. Thank you, Gail. Thank you so much. XL Pro, salute to you. Another person that's been tuning into the channel for quite some time. Thank you. I appreciate that. So A64 TVs, Wonder Mars actually, as well as Good Bread and Tyler. Thank you, Zone. He's been here since the very beginning. He was here for the very first streams. So I have not forgotten that. If you add a membership here, $4.99 or less, others will be able to give memberships. I did not know that, Gail. Oh, you put me on game. I didn't know that. My tier is, it's not $4.99, but I do have a membership I do want to talk about. I'm going to keep that in mind, though. My tiers that I do have here, which is the announcement I get since Gail did bring it up. I have tiers here announced on my channel. It's 2 tiers. One's for $5.99. It's called Red Square Circle. The second one is called Royal Square Circle for $9.99. Now, Now with these tiers here, you can get exclusive content, which is members only videos for the first tier, shorts. Second one, you can get the audiobooks, wrestling audiobooks, because those are audiobooks that I paid for. That's going to be on the second tier for $9.99. So I set that up, and I'm going to continuously add more stuff to the tiers and memberships. Also, another thing I want to announce coming soon. Yes, merchandise. Merchandise coming soon. It's not going to look exactly like this, but it's a good mock-up. I'm going to have merchandise soon. I do plan on getting merchandise into the red carpet ring. I'm going to have a link, all that stuff listed when I do get it. And if you guys want to support, if not get it here, you get a merchandise T-shirt for red carpet ring. You know, want to say Turnbuckle King, you know, etc., etc., etc. We'll have that soon. We'll definitely have that soon. Of merchandise, some I've been thinking about for quite some time, but I think I'm going to have it up. Keep an eye out for it in community tab. Keep an eye out on the channel. We'll have shirts similar to this. I just want to give you guys idea of how shirts will look. It will look something like that. Could be a big old R, could be Red Carpet Rain, Turnbuckle King, could be a wrestler of sort, whatever it may be. That's what I plan on doing. So that's the thing. Subscription, 2 tiers, merchandise coming soon. Those are updates I stated. Awesome here on Facebook and also X. So I'll be on there for a little bit. Then I'm gonna cut the line there. Then you come to Red Carpet Ray for the rest. See what else you guys gotta say. So, let's see. Oh, Figure 4 TV. Zone said, I'm bringing sexy rap. Shout out for you, KDA. She told me she wants you to power bomber for the Baby Montez leg lock. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't want to catch no STDs being around her. I know she's full of those. Number 2, I'm not going to get physical with her because I don't want to catch a case, especially in cancel culture that we are currently in today. So that right there. With that being said, Zone, I'm about to decline your offer. Not only do I decline your offer, I'm feeling like Hulk Hogan right now.
No, brother, doesn't work for me right now.
Doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me, brother. Can't do that one. Yeah, but other than that, though, guys, it's gonna be a lot more updates on the channel, a lot more things I'm gonna be doing. Another thing I'm gonna get into it later. Another thing I really want to stress into is fantasy booking. I've been one thing about that quite some time. I said that once I got monetized, I was gonna start doing more of those kind of matches. And I've actually started. If you guys look, I did Trick Williams versus Ricky Starks, possibly a Moose, and that video did very well. I think I got 1.1 views on that. Also, I'm going to do more fantasy booking scenarios and matches. And stay tuned. I'm going to actually have two booking matches that I see could be a fantasy booking or some come to reality later. So hold the phone. We got a super chat. Speaking of which, first one ever on the stream for Red Carpet Rain, and it's Figure 4 TV. Congrats, little bro. Okay, similar to Sasha Rain Scandal. What soundbite would you want to hear, Figure 4 TV? Do you want to hear open mic? Do you want No Brother Does Work for Me right now? Do you want do you want the yes chant? Open mic. I figured that. Just wanted to throw the options out there. If anybody else who wants to send a super chat, you don't have to explain, just pick from. And for those who don't know, since it's the first super chat Red Carpet Ring, when you do send a super chat or a sticker, or even a cash app for that matter, you do have the opportunity to choose which soundbite of mine would you like to pick of your choosing after. I have noticed you guys send me some money, so with Figure 4 TV, he goes open mic night. and I play the soundbite like this.
Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?
So thank you, Figure 4 TV, for the $4.99. Greatly appreciate that. So definitely. But yeah. So it's been a tough journey. I said this before. This was not my very first YouTube channel. I tried this many years ago. I started, but I did not finish. I quit. I tried 2 channels actually. One was a wrestling channel. And I subscribed. I think I subscribed this channel. My other channel is called Hayes NXT. That was my first ever wrestling channel. Didn't have it for long, maybe a few months, if that. Gave up on it. Let wrong people get in my ear, saying the wrong negative stuff, saying you couldn't do this, you can't do that, get a real job, or YouTube it's not something to live off of, or you can't earn money on YouTube. And if you hear that, for people out there who do consider or want to be a content creator, don't listen to that mumbo jumbo. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to none of that. If you really want to become a content creator for YouTube, whatever social media outlet, go ahead and do it. Because you don't want to wait forever. You want to take advantage of that opportunity, and pretty much the time is now.
Your time is up. My time is now.
So that's how you want to take advantage of that opportunity. But other than that, it's not an easy journey. Very, very long and difficult journey at times. But other than that, kept it kosher, did what I had to do, and kept it there. Now, like I said, we got the subscriptions, tiers. You also have your merchandise, and also and I'm going to also do some fantasy booking. I'm actually going to get started that shortly. And the thing about it is, it starts with long-term booking. I got 2 scenarios that I'm going to mention right now. But let me get into that real quick. It's the long-term booking. Let's see. Uncle Jackie Sports and Variety Network says, salute, bro. Congratulations, my G. Appreciate Uncle Jackie, another person that's been supporting the channel for a minute now. So I appreciate you too. But I'm going to mention long-term booking. And I'm going to mention 2 scenarios that I can see where it could happen or could at least be a fantasy booking thing. So let's get into that right now. And the first one I see that's going to be a possibility. We're going to talk about Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Now, this has been rumored for quite some time that these two are going to have a face-off. We know these two had long history with each other. It dates back to their legacy days. If you guys remember, if you follow Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, this is how Cody Rhodes got started. He was a member of Legacy. This was a stable that Randy Orton started. There was also another person, Ted DiBiase Jr., who's no longer in wrestling. Now, with this here, since they had history, remember Randy Orton was a champion during this whole stable. But fast 4 years later, Randy Orton gets older. Cody Rhodes leaves WWE. He gets better. And remember, Randy Orton just came back on Survivor Series. He had a very, very nagging back injury. He just had surgery on. It was even questionable that Randy Orton may retire due to the nagging back injuries. And doctors did instruct him that he should retire and not continue his wrestling career. And Randy Orton, of course, did not listen to those orders. He went and wrestled. And he returned at Survivor Series here in Chicago, actually. And now, fast forward in that, Cody Rhodes is currently the WWE champion. And if you see recently, Randy Orton's been standing at that title. You guys got to remember, Randy Orton is a 14-time world champion. He is, 2 reigns away from tying Ric Flair and John Cena. He is the only person active that's next in line to tie or even break the record because he's not retired. He's still here. You know, he was out for a while, very questionable. So with that being said, we know that these guys have a good history together. We know that. But we got to remember, this is Randy Orton, this is the Viper, and he always keep his eye on something. And I could very well see him wanting to turn on Cody at some point and become the WWE champion once again. So it is a possibility. Jordan Andrew, salute to you. Say I got 250 on Randy and I subscribe. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. So you got your money on Randy Orton defeating Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. I think that could happen. I think that very well could happen. Because let's be honest, the ones who are fans of Randy Orton, who's been following his illustrious career, will want to see him, if not break the record, most of us want to see him break the record, but at least get another world championship run. Look how you stare at the title and think about it recently. Remember, him and Cody Rhodes are teaming up at the Money in the Bank in a 6-man tag match with those two alongside Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline, or the new form Bloodline. So I think during that whole team up, Cody, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, they could, win the whole match for all we know, get the dub, but Randy Orton's going to be still staring at the WWE Championship, and he's going to still want to become champion again. Randy Orton know how it feels to become champ. He know how it feels to, be on the top. And I can see this match going down at some point. I can very well see this match going down. Let's not get it twisted here. So I'm very big. I like Cody Rhodes. I do. I think he's a great character. I respect his grind. Leaving WWE and going to the indie scene, Ring of Honor, New Japan, NWA, you name it. I respect all of that. But this is not just anybody that he could that's next to him. This is Randy Orton. This is the Viper. This is the Apex Predator. This is the multiple-time world champion. This is a legend in the making. So he could very well be the one to at least, if not defeat Cody, he could get very close to beating Cody. Do not sleep on Randy Orton. And like I said, we need one. Should Randy beat the record? That's the thing. Should he beat the record? Because he needs another title run. Randy could beat the record. He could win a title 3 more times. They don't have to be long title runs and get the longest run ever. I mean, the most title runs of any wrestling history. And that would definitely make him, I would say, top of the list of GOAT. He could be the GOAT if he does that. Could Randy be the GOAT if he beats the 16-time record? Could he do that? Very well could. Now, AJ Styles challenged Cody. He lost. Now it's Solo that's going to challenge Cody at some point. And Solo's not going to win. Who is a serious threat to Cody Rhodes' championship run? Randy Orton is the best choice. He's the best choice. I can see this going down this way. Randy Orton versus Cody. This is what we need. This is what a lot of fans would like to see this. We want to see Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Could it be at WrestleMania? Absolutely. Why not? I mean, Cody already faced Roman twice. Who other than Randy Orton should he share the big stage if Cody even is still champion at that time? Yeah, if he is, I would like for him to go against Randy Orton and Randy Orton to even defeat him. I think that could be one amazing match. And do I want to see this match happen at WrestleMania? I already got one answer to that question.
Yes! 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 Yes!
So Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes for the championship, because I want to see at least one more run One more title run of Randy Orton. At least one more. That's how I would like to see it. At least one more title run. That's how I would love to see that happening. I don't see why not. I don't see why it wouldn't go down like that. Randy Orton is going to turn on Cody. We're starting to see the signs already. It's too many signs. He's staring at this title more than once. More than once he looked at this title. If you guys don't see the signs, then you're blind. Let's see you guys in the ring think about that. Jordan said Randy Orton. Figure 4 said RKO. 14-time world champ. Zone says Jordan Angela, let me get 250 out of you, partner. You don't need it. Figure 4 TV said, by the way, Randy and Jericho for living gold. Yeah, that could be one. Randy Orton could defeat Cody Rhodes and become the brand new world champion. And it would be very well as such. Who would not want to see this match of this long storied history of these two at WrestleMania? Who would not want to see this happen? You guys got to be kidding me if you don't want to see that. But he needs at least one more title run before he retires. And I think he should at least get a title run. And I would like, of course, him to end, this whole 16 run and have 17. Randy for the 17. That's what I'm gonna start calling it. Randy for the 17. He needs to be 17-time champion. This is what put Randy Orton above everybody, above Ric Flair, above John Cena, above The Undertaker, even above Jericho, above everybody. Because Randy Orton been here the longest. Think about it. Randy Orton started in 2002, debuted SmackDown. He went to Evolution, made a name there, became world champion Evolution, got turned on, did rated RKO with Edge, did start the legacy with Cody, was in the Authority, been in many feuds, 14-time world champ, longest ever been in WWE full time until his injury recently, a couple years ago. Never left to go to another organization, never left to go to AEW, never went to TNA, never went anywhere. Always stayed with WWE, been loyal to the WWE, trained initially by the WWE back when it was OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, when that was developmental system, which is now NXT. Come on, Randy Orton deserves it. Look at his long history with WWE. He's the son of Bob Orton Jr. This business in his blood, third generation superstar. He had an uncle, that wrestled. He had a grandfather wrestled. I think his grandfather's Bob Orton. His dad is Bob Orton Jr. And his uncle's Barry Orton. This is in his blood. He surpassed everybody in his family, his uncle, his grandfather, and his own dad. It would be a good way for the legacy of the Orton name. He will definitely he already made the Orton name much more prestigious than what his dad did. But this one take it to the top. This will take it to the top. No doubt about it, by any means. You can't tell me that it's not GOAT status. You can't tell me Randy for the 17th is going to make him the best ever. Because as far as I'm concerned, it does make him the best ever if he gets that. And there were even talks of him even getting to the 17th title run before his injury. So let's not sleep on that for 1 minute. Stu here is a legend. He's doing his thing. So I would love to see what's going to happen next for Randy Orton. I would love to see when he does compete Cody for the title. Then it again will create a type of storybook in for Randy Orton. Yeah, at least before he retires. Randy Orton is already he's already 44 years old. He ain't gonna wrestle not even another 10 years, maybe 10 years, but definitely not full time. Get ready, just fart. All right. Yeah, so I want to see what's gonna go next with Randy Orton as far as being into this whole scenario because he can win this championship. He could get the 17 title run, or at least let him tie for 16. We all want him to do that. He needs at least one more run in his career. He's seen Cena was going to be close, but Cena doesn't want it. Orton wants it. He wants to become champion again. He wants that record. Why not give it to him? And think about Ric Flair, who also hold that title. It was a mental Randy Orton evolution, and in real life too, I'm pretty sure. And also John Cena, his rival. It's not like the 17th run will go just to anybody. It's going to a legendary guy named Randy Orton. So I don't see how that would be a bad case scenario. So I don't see how that would go down. Now, you guys let me know if you see a Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton in the near future, if anything. What would that scenario be with Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton? We got to see how that's going to go down. So I think it'll be a great, great scenario. I think it'll be a very, very good scenario, guys. But we'll move on and see what else is the next step. You guys let me know what you think of this match at WrestleMania, whatever the case may be. Because this is a money-making match. No doubt about it. But other than that, that's one fantasy booking I have. Because Cody, he can't finish the story, but what's the better way to finish the story if going against Orton? So that will be a great way for that story to conclude. Now we'll move on to another fantasy booking. This is no long-term booking situation. We'll move on to one more. But I would love to keep an eye out for Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. Randy Orton Cody Rhodes rivalry. That's going to happen at some given point. Maybe not right now, but some given point. So we'll move on to the next fantasy match. And the next one will be Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill. That's my next fantasy booking situation. That would be epic. Awesome, excellent line. Absolutely, Uncle Jackie. This is another scenario I see happening very soon. Now we know Jade Cargill just arrived in the WWE almost a year ago. Last fall. Bianca Belair, veteran, a multiple-time women's champion. We know recently that these two were the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. We know that they didn't hold to the belts that long. Maybe they held to the belts maybe a little over, I don't know, not even 2 full months. It wasn't long at all. They recently just lost these championships to Isla Dawn and Alba Fry at the recent PLE of, what was that? What was the PLE just passed? So many of those. Oh yeah, that's right. It was at what was it? Why I can't remember what PLE this was one at. Oh, that's right. Clash at the Castle, Scotland. So they just lost it to those two. Now, since they are no longer the champions, we're finally going to get the match that we've been all wanted to see. And I think the match we will see is a Bianca versus Jade, and it could very well be at a WrestleMania. We could get that match. Now, Bianca, solid. We know her history. We know how she is. We know how good she is in the ring. We're aware of all of that. But there is a but. Jade Cargill could push us to the limit. Jade Cargill, she's getting better. We know she may seem a little stiff. I know she came from AEW, but she still could give Bianca a run for her money. This could be a WrestleMania worthy match, or SummerSlam, or Survivor Series, or Royal Rumble, or even Money in the Bank type, whatever the case may be, one of the big 5 pay-per-views. Actually, that could be the case for these two. With that being said, I think this will be a great rivalry. Now, I see that since both of them did lose the championship, Bianca did compete for a qualifying spot for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. She did not win. Chelsea Green did. I'm not sure Jade Cargill gets the opportunity at that, but I will say this. I will say that with those two, I don't think neither one of them will win Money in the Bank. Safe to say, with Bianca not going, I don't see how Jay will win. It could be others like a Chelsea Green or someone else that would be shocking. I don't see neither one of these two winning Women's Money in the Bank. With that being said, they need something to do at that particular moment in time. They need something to do. Bianca could feud with, maybe have a little small feud. They could have Bianca and Jay try to compete for the tag team championships. Once again, they could, but they don't have to win necessarily since they just lost the belts recently. So I think there could be some frustration between Bianca and Jade. It could be some tension there. They're not on the same page and have the same chemistry as they did before when they won the championships, and that could cause them to lose the match. And one's going to be mad at the other. So that could be another case happening as well. Keep an eye out for that because we all want to see these two go at it. This is something that's going to be talked about. This could be a big money-making match feud. Jay versus Bianca or whatever stage it may be on. So let's not forget about that. Let's focus on that. Well, other than that, these two could battle out at WrestleMania. Now, of course, it's obvious since we are way more familiar with Bianca, she has experience compared to Jade. Not a knock against Jade Cargill. I will pick Bianca to win the match as of right now. I don't see Jade winning the match. I don't see that happening. But I do see Bianca winning. And I can see it getting very close as well to the point where Jade is close to defeating her. So let's not get that twisted either. But I do see these two battling it out at some point. I don't see why they wouldn't, because they're both very athletic. Bianca, power. Jade, power. Why not? Why not put that in there? I don't see why it wouldn't be the case. So we gotta keep that in mind here. These two could very well battle it out. So do not take this for granted. But these two are going to have a match. They're going to battle it out at some given point. That's how I would book it for fantasy booking. We got a question in the ring. Jason Waters says Jay has never been pinned, has she? Not in a one-on-one match. She was pinned when they lost the tag team championship belts. If you mean one-on-one, no. But she was pinned with Bianca and Jay lost the tag team belts at Clash of the Castle in Scotland. But one-on-one, no, she's never been pinned. And Bianca, speaking of pins, since you brought that up, Jason, Bianca will be the first one to pin her. That's nothing make this match very special, make it a very good rivalry. But this is a good fantasy match I see going down between these two. So I don't see why not. Anything's possible. Now, what's crazy about it, everyone noted this the match that all the fans want. Even in WWE, people are looking forward to this match. Now, we didn't get this at first. Jay said during one of the press conferences for WWE at WrestleMania 40, if you remember, when her and Bianca teamed up with Naomi in a 6-woman tag, She said that when she came in, she didn't want to feud with Bianca right away. She wanted them to team up. She didn't want no women pitting against each other right off the bat. She wants some type of unity with the women, especially black women in wrestling. So, and me personally, I would have preferred more rivalry. Normally, the way it goes in most of these rivalries, it's rivalry first, then tag team later. If you give me an example, if you guys remember Sheamus and Cesaro, who were the tag team champions on Monday Night Raw, they started out being rivals against each other in the best of seven series. If you guys remember that, when the brand extension was reintroduced back in 2016, Mick Foley was the GM of Raw. They had a great rivalry. Sheamus and Cesaro had a great rivalry, and they became tag team partners, and that was it. They had a very good chemistry, and I thought that's how Bianca and Jay was going to go down. But so with that being said, with this match, there are people that talked about this match already. And let's see who they got actually, because barely even talked about this.
If that match happens,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Bianca, and that's only because she had so many matches with me. She's learned from the best. She in the end has more experience than Jade Cargill right now, and maybe that doesn't happen in a couple years from now if that match were to happen today. But I'm gonna have to go with the EST.
Okay, great.
See, now that was Bailey. She was interviewed about this match. She said if it was up to her, due to experience and chemistry, she would put her money on Bianca to win the match over Jade Cargill. So I would say Bianca. Like I said, WrestleMania type of match too, because Bianca is a star. Jade is a star. They were tag team champions. Why not put it on a big stage like WrestleMania? But that is my scenario of that match. Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill. Now, does it have to be with a championship on the line? That's another question. Now, for championship or not? That's the question. And I think at this point, I think it really doesn't matter. I don't think it has to be for a championship. If you had a title to would it make it better? Absolutely. But I don't think this particular feud needs a championship attached to it. Whether it's the WWE Women's Championships if they go on SmackDown, or if they were on Raw, the Women's World Championship, it doesn't matter. I don't think these two need a championship to compete for. I don't think these two need to fight for a championship to have a great rivalry. I think just the names themselves will be just enough star power to make this a great match. Now, you guys in the ring, I think you guys said that Brulian said facts. Good point. Yeah, Jade has never been pinned, and she not a one-on-one match. Remember, Jade also been having squash matches, guys. She's been going on SmackDown before she teamed with Bianca, and she was beating everybody within less than 5 minutes. She beat Chelsea Green. She beat a few others or no-name people under 5 minutes. Similar to what she did at AEW squash matches. That's how her TBS championship run at AEW was so many days, because most of the people she faced, at least 90% of people she faced, it was squash matches. So she never had a real opponent. Bianca could be tested for the first time really in her career. For someone in size of strength and power and size like herself, with Jade could be challenged for the first time in her career. Similar, same scenario, because both of these women are strong, both of these women are agile, both of these women got strength and can lift. Why not? Because we have talked about this match for years. We never thought Jade would make the jump to WWE, especially not now. We glad she made the jump rather now than later. But the fact of the matter is she's here now, and we are going to get this match at some point. And I can't wait to see. And I would love for it to be on a big stage. Jade versus Bianca, one-on-one. So it would be a good scenario of that. I don't see why. I mean, of course, I always say booking is a factor. I've always said that, and I'm going to continue to say that every time, because despite whoever's doing the booking, whether it's Triple H, Tony Khan, Vince McMahon, whoever the case may be, you always want to have correct booking. If you don't, you're going to be sorry, not just for your company, but the fans are going to feel sorry. They're going to feel cheated. They're going to be upset, and then they're going to want to raise hell. You don't want that at all. But I think that would be I think it'd be a great scenario between these two. I think these two can go at it. I think it'd be something very, very something that'd be epic though. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Um, I've been it'll be no problem at all. You know, we gotta face the fact that these two are going to face off against each other at some given point. We just got to see it. You know, I don't see why it wouldn't happen, but it's very, very well that it's going to go down. So let's not ignore that because, like I said, both of these women, it'll be a great story because these women, like I said before, they were tag team champions. So they go from tag team champions to rivals. So do not sleep on that. Jay, she, like I said, she needs a real challenge. Jay needs someone that's going to come at her and come at her correct. And I don't see why it wouldn't be the case here. So I see that happening. You guys let me know if you guys let me know what you think of this matchup. Zone said I've been doing the booking. For who? For WWE, AEW, TNA. Who you been doing booking for? Because if you've been doing booking for AEW Zone with that bad storylines they got over there, I'm blaming you for all that. And I'm going to put you on the list if I know that was you doing behind the booking.
You just made the list!
Let me find out you've been doing booking for AEW Zone. I hope not. AEW got bad, terrible storyline right now. Well, other than that, though, these two, they don't need a championship online, but it'll be very interesting to see how these two will do it. I would love to see these two go at it. I would love to see these two go at it. We all want to see this match at some given point because, of course, Black Girl Magic is going to eventually going to be Black girls facing it off against each other, and it's friendly competition. So I just wish it was the other way around. Their rivals first, and then later on they become tag team partners. It could have still went down that way, but I know Jade Cargill has her own vision and the way she sees things. So we can't ignore that. We can't ignore that at all. I don't see why it wouldn't go down that way, but I think I would prefer it to be the other way around. That's how I would have done it. That's how I would have booked that. And it would have been no problem either. So that's how I would book that particular feud. It would be Bianca versus Jade at a WrestleMania match. Now, you guys, like I said, I got my money on Bianca if you ask me. I don't know who you guys will pick. I will pick Bianca unless Jade really improves and stands out much later. That's who I will pick right now. I will pick her to beat Jade. Jade will be defeated by Bianca. I don't see why not. It's it's pretty simple how it will go down. But that's how I would do that. You know? And also, this is a new thing I'm doing, fantasy booking. You guys let me know how y'all like the fantasy booking I'm doing. Like I said, will be more of this. Do not sleep on that. Do not sleep on that. This is going to be something I may be doing future and long on. Let's see what you guys got to say in the ring about this. You guys, it is funny. He will make a list. Brilliant said rights figure movies at AEW. That's undisputed.
And that is undisputed.
AEW booking got bad after I left. Yeah, but you better got bad after you left. Those storylines they got going over there is horrendous. It's shameful. I wouldn't dare put myself to be a part of that nonsense over there. Because they don't know how to do anything right over there. They'll be ashamed of themselves how they booking stuff over there. Uncle Jackie, they terrible, bro. They need you badly, Zone. Yeah, they need help. Uncle Jackie said it's a dope concept. Yes, I've been talking to. Actually, I've been talking to Mister, the leader of the Righteous Fair over there. Brutally honest, I've been talking to him about it. I said, man, I'm gonna do these fantasy booking, and I think some of it may come to reality. Some of it may not. It may not. So you never know. You never know. Um, but that's how I would. That's how I would do it. That's how I would book that match to make sure that they will be solid. You guys just saw my next scenario. I'm gonna pull that up in a second, but this is going to be a very, very high feud. These two are gonna have a very good feud. So keep your eye on these two ladies. Keep your eye on both of them. They are going to make some noise. Period. They're gonna make some noise. So I would not ignore that at all. Bianca for the dub. You guys got Jay, let me know. But I got Bianca for the win. I don't see Jay beating Bianca. At least I don't. But that's just me. That's how I see the whole scenario. Other than that, though, guys, that's what I got for that situation there, for that particular match. And you guys saw the other one. I'm going to pull it up now. I'm going to pull it up right now. You guys saw it already. I'm going to talk about that too. We'll also talk about that too. We're going to talk about one more scenario, because I'm getting in the groove of this right now. I am getting a groove for this. Yes. We got one more book. I'm going to do one more book scenario. One more book scenario. Jade, a shocker and stunning victory. That would be a shocker, Uncle Jackie. And Jade may get much more improved. So, like I said, I'm gonna keep my eye on Jade. I'm gonna keep my eye on her. It could very well be the case. She could change the game. But let's get on to the next book scenario. Some of you guys may have saw it already, but if you didn't, I'm gonna pull it up right now. And this certain scenario will be Obafemi versus Moose. This is one match I would love to see how this will get booked. Obafemi, hoo! Then you got Moose. These guys are both currently champions of their respective brands. TNA World Champion Moose, NXT North American Champion Obafemi. Now I put this book in there because we've been seeing the current crossover or partnership, I should say, of NXT and TNA. This could be a worlds collide type of thing with these two giants. These are both Nigerian guys who are a great physical shape, and they're great in the ring. I would like to see a match between these two. This would be a great scenario. Who do you got my money on? Obafemi is amazing in that ring. I think he's only like maybe 21, 22 years old. Very young guy in the game. But we know Moose is in his early 40s. But this could be a very, very good match between these guys. I would love to see how this will go down. If they're going to do another TNA and NXT partnership crossover, whether Obafemi goes to TNA Impact Show or whether Moose comes to NXT, I would love to see a match between these two guys, these two giants. I would love to see this. Now, I did mention, that maybe Moose would be, coming on NXT, being that battle royal that he's recently had. But other than that, this is the match I want to see. Phil and Uzi said in James Bosch last week, you're talking about Clash at the Castle Scotland. You mean the same event where Damian Priest botched too? That was a rope issue. So I'm not going to put that on Jade. That's pretty much, I think that's the match you're talking about. Maybe she botched on SmackDown recently. I don't think she had a match last week on SmackDown. I think you're talking about Clash at the Castle Scotland. If not, so correct me. But if that's what you're talking about, it was something over the ropes that was announced. The Damon Priest botched, he never botches. So I think that's what you're talking about. But yes, this is a money making match. All by Femi and Moose. Oh, this is a money making match. Femi versus the Moose. Both of these guys. This is we talk about the Bianca and Jade. They're in the same company. We know it's going to happen. This is one crossover I would love to see, a TNA of Moose, the world champion, versus NXT's Obai Femi. Now I know Obai Femi, he like I say, he's a lot younger. He's only 20. I'm sorry, he's 26 years old. I knew he was young, but Moose, we know, is the more seasoned veteran. We know Moose has done a lot more in his wrestling career compared to Obai Femi, who just started out his wrestling career. Because Moose is 40, he's 26, so there is an age gap there as far as the guys. Obai Femi will have him with the younger legs and the speed and all that. But Moose is nothing. He's no slouch. Moose will give you that work. You will get that work, son. You know, you'll get that work. Definitely. Oh.
You about to get that work, son.
Yes, so don't ignore that at all. You could get that work. You definitely get that work. But of course, I don't know if they're gonna bring this particular event back, which is, remember, Worlds Collide NXT. If they did that Worlds Collide with TNA, that would be amazing. But you know, the thing about it is, it'll be a TNA NXT thing. But Obai Femi versus Moose, who do you got? Now, obviously, it's so obvious due to the experience and due to the history. I got my money on Mr. Moose. Obai Femi could get an upset there, but Obai Femi does not have the experience that Moose has, and Moose, that's where Moose got him beat. Now, Obai Femi, I know Moose is 6'5". Obai Femi, I think he's 6, I want to say 6'7", 6'6". So he's an inch taller than Moose. He's a little taller than him. He's an inch taller, you know, a little bit bigger. He's 310 pounds. But, you know, the boy Moose, like I said, no slouch. He's 300 pounds too. They almost the same size, the same height. Moose is 10 pounds lighter than Obai Femi. Obai Femi is an inch taller than Moose. So 10 pounds, 1 inch, they're pretty much very similar. They're almost neck and neck in size and height. Very close. Very close. Brulian said Moose is now through Femi. Have his time. Moose is Brock 2.0 times 2. You're right. If he didn't beat him quick, Femi have a chance. Yeah. Femi will have to. If you give Femi time, he'll get through Moose. Moose is the age is coming up on him. So definitely do not sleep on Mr. Obai Femi. Now we know Obai Femi. We know that he's only the NFC North American champion. I know he's not the NXT champion. Trick Williams is, but he's destined to win the NXT championship, and he's also destined to even, main event or WrestleMania. They already saying that he's main event material for WrestleMania. They already saying that he's going to be up there. They already got high hopes for him. So I think he'll pass Moose when he gets to 40s. He's got to stay healthy. But I got to give it. Moose is impressive. This is second TNA World Championship run. He's with the stable, the system. He's amazing moves. Does that spear everything. He's very smooth in that ring. Does not botch. He's smooth. He is better than Trick. Brutally honest. You talking about Obai Femi? Yeah, Obai Femi is way better than Trick. Trick is just over with the music, and he's over he's just over music, his intro, and then of course he's good on the mic too. I'll give it to Trick. He's good on the mic. I'll give it to Trick Williams like that. Other than that, though, man, I got Moose all day. Moose all day. Moose will ultimately win the match. And would you guys like to see an NXT Worlds Collide return, just instead of NXT and NXT UK colliding? Now the NXT UK has become NXT. and we don't know what's happening in NXT Europe. We will have TNA now. So this could return at some given point. It could return. Do not sleep on that. But if they do return that Worlds Collide, if that returns, one match I want to see is these two giants, Obai versus Moose. That's one I do want to see. I'm so happy about it. I'm having myself a good old yes moment.
Yes! 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 Yes!
So yeah, Obai Femi versus Moose. Like I said, guys, I do plan on doing more fantasy booking. Like I said it's a good fantasy booking match. So this would be something that we could see in the future, or it could be something we have to see very soon. But other than that, though, guys, this is how it's going to go down. Obai Femi versus Moose. Or like I said, it don't even have to be at a NXT. It don't have to be at an NXT event. Obai Femi could very well go to TNA. He could appear on their show. I think it's right now TNA Impact Thursdays. He could appear on that show. He could, maybe challenge Moose for his championship or whatever case may be. But I would like to see these two go at it at some point. And I think it's going to be a money-making match, like Bruce said. I can see this very well take it to the top and want to be one of the most talked about matches for a long time. You know, the only one I was gonna say before Obai Femi came to the scene, I was thinking of a Bobby Lashley versus Moose. Now, for those I didn't watch Impact at the time when Bobby was on TNA. Has Bobby Lashley already faced Moose? I don't know if he faced him in real life already, and if so, was it the Moose that we see today? I don't know if these two ever faced each other. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. That's the only scenario I would have seen coming. I'm trying to see if they fought against each other. Did they have a match? I think they did. They had a match. I think 6, 7 years ago. Yeah, Bobby Lashley and Moose had a match years ago, but I think this would be much bigger than that. Way bigger match. And I don't think was that match even worth talking about even now to this day. Is this a match that people even remember? For those who follow TNA, for those who follow Moose or Bobby Lashley, did you guys know back in 2018, Moose and Bobby Lashley had a one-on-one match? Blaze, man, salute to you. You said hi. Can you shout me? Yeah. Welcome to the ring. Make sure you hit that like. Can you do me a favor? Hit that like button when you come into the ring. And if you like the content, hit that subscribe button. This is fantasy booking match that I got going on right now. But yeah, this would be a great scenario between these two. Moose versus Femi, one-on-one match. And I think it will be a great match, a great rivalry. And I think these two will duke it out. That's the ability. Thank you, Blaze. I appreciate the like. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. I think this would be a good match to see. Like I said, don't have to be at a Worlds Collide, but I would like to see these two go at some point. These two are great world champions. Great champions. I'm sorry, Obai's not a world champion. Moose is, but not Obai, but great champions for their respective brands. Obai Femi's doing a great job as NXT North American champion. Moose is a great TNA world champion. Like I say, he is second run as champion. So I think this would be a great booking scenario between these two. I don't see why they wouldn't do it that way. I think it'll be I think some of the fans will like, especially the fans that's been following Moose for a long time, especially people that's been knowing much about Obai Femi since he came onto the scene. So I would love to see how that's gonna go. But these two could have a match at some point. If not, we could book it where maybe Moose, Obai Femi's about to set up Moose for a power bomb, and Moose maybe reverse it, and he may come out of nowhere, go to the corner, go through the ropes, and hit her with a spear, and then 1, 2, 3, that's it. The match is over. You know, we got that could be a good finish to that match, and I think that'll be a good match, and I think that will be a good thing. That could be undisputed right there.
And that is undisputed.
So I could see very well the match being finished that way. It wouldn't hurt Obafemi. Now, if Obafemi sneaks up and gets a win over Moose, then yeah, he could do that too. He can hit him for the power bomb, but Obafemi could go long in the ring. I don't know if Moose can go as long as Obafemi in the ring. That I'm not sure about at all. Other than that, these two boys, they could definitely put in that work with each other. They can definitely take it to the top. They definitely could do whatever they can to push each other to the limit. Because I can see these two definitely push each other to the limit, especially Obi pushing Moose to the limit. So I'm not gonna ignore that at all. But yeah, definitely. I like how these guys will be having a matches, and who knows, this could be maybe even a two series of a match. They could even have a two-part series for all we know. Just because they have a one match don't mean they can't have another one. Don't mean they can't have a sequel or whatever the case may be. So I want to make notes of that too. Sometimes I could book it where maybe if Moose were to defeat Obafemi, they run that back and Obafemi gets the win on him. You never know. So we gotta keep that in mind. Definitely gotta keep that in mind of how that would go. Because I would love to see how that would go down. But other than that though, guys, that's how I would book that match. You know, it wouldn't be any other way booking that match. Like you say, you are my favorite YouTuber. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Uh, but yeah, those are my fantasy booking matches. I had three. Talked about Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill, and now Moose versus Obafemi. And that's all I have regarding this YouTube monetization party updates of discussion of these booking matches, which I will do in the future. It will be a part of the subscription tiers as well. But that's all I have regarding the subject. You guys let me know tonight, how you feel the scenarios, how you feel of the booking scenarios and everything else of sort. I really appreciate that, guys. I appreciate you all coming out. I appreciate the support. I appreciate this channel's monetized. We are 1667. We are on the road to 2,000. So I'm greatly, greatly appreciated by you guys. Soon two videos will pop up. One will be Bloodline versus Bloodline 2.0. Next video will be YS66, the best, newest stable. And until then, guys, it is OUT.